Welcome to WMA and SoC Student News. I'm Vishakha Saxena.
And I'm Nikita Jain. Today we bring you stories from across Delhi.
Let's take a look at our top headlines.
India's former Chief Justice Jagdish Sharan Verma tells WMA SoC Student News that the government could have handled the recent hangings of the terrorists better.
My problem is this, the manner in which it was handled, intimating the family by speed post in this age is something which is laughable.
Ahead of state assembly elections, the government runs a popular scheme to provide wholesome food at 15 rupees per meal.
And child trafficking remains a lucrative trade in the capital. The Supreme Court has been busy with the hangings of convicted terrorists and last December's Delhi gang rape. Our reporter Vishnu Verma interviewed Justice Verma and asked him whether the judiciary is undermined by the political class.
Earlier there used to be a thought that there was a certain queue when it comes to the hanging of death row convicts, but in the cases of Afzal Guru and Ajmal Kasab, there is no such queue. So do you think the judiciary is being seriously undermined here by the political class?
The manner in which it was handled, intimating the family by speed post in this age is something which is laughable.
And my next question is in regard to the December 16 gang rape of the young girl. And you have already given your amendments to what should be the clear amendments to the criminal law. So what do you think? You have not been asking for the hanging of the. So what is your reason for that?
So I'll tell you that. So far as the merits of that particular case of gang rape is concerned, well, we have deliberately refrained from commenting, except taking into account the undisputed facts for the purpose of our task. The reason is simple, that matter is sub judice and therefore it has to be decided by the court. Any outside opinion doesn't count and should not be given, at least by a person like me who has held the highest judicial office. Because if that may seem to, in a way, influence the mind of the judges.
As I said, after the case, the number of rape cases have gone up. So what do you think is the natural deterrent?
No, I mean, it's not that. It's not, we can't say that the number of incidents have increased. You see, it's not that such incidents are not happening, but most of them go unreported, and they go unreported even now. But comparatively, many who would have remained unreported are getting reported now. Because at present, you see, focus, the public opinion is geared towards this, public interest is there. Therefore, this is being reported more. The modern trend is for abolition of death penalty even where it is already provided. So we didn't want to add to that list and create a new offence punishable with death, number one. Secondly, one of the factors which we took into account was the women's organizations were all represented. Their leaders who have been working in the field for quite some time, for decades, they were unanimously of the opinion that there should be neither any death penalty nor castration, the other thing. And you see, there's a very serious debate why there should be no death penalty, because that is irreversible and you can't say that no mistake could be committed in doing that. So what we have said is life imprisonment in the aggravated form like gang rape, etc., which means whole of the remaining life.
Is the Delhi state government feeding malnourished factory workers or wooing voters before state assembly elections? Vishnu Verma and Vinod Kumar report on the ongoing politics in the government's popular scheme to provide nutritious food at 15 rupees per meal.
Feeding the hundreds of thousands of poor and hungry people in Delhi is a massive task and one that has become even more important in the run-up to national elections. The 2.5-year-old populist scheme, Jan Ahar Yojana, provides nutritious and wholesome food at 15 rupees per meal. Feeding malnourished factory workers was the initial objective of the Congress-led Delhi government, but the scheme has been criticized as a political ploy aimed at getting Congress votes.
The government should open more schemes like this. You're getting food here for just 15 rupees. And at other private eateries, you might have to pay more and still you might not be satisfied.
Critics of the Jan Ahar Yojana say the program has become an instrument for Congress politicians to woo voters ahead of November state assembly elections.
The problem is that most of the schemes which are launched by the government involve massive amounts of corruption, and unless corruption is removed, no scheme can be successful.
The opposition Bharatiya Janata Party says the government is ignoring the serious issue of inflation.
To do so. Now, if the government is really sincerely interested or concerned about the fact that people are having an issue with food inflation and that they're not able to provide nutritional meals to their families or children, then the thing for it to do was to actually attempt to reduce those prices.
The scheme suffered a setback last year when the Municipal Corporation of Delhi discovered there were 100 unlicensed Jan Ahar stalls in the city. Since November, all the unlicensed stalls have been removed, and those like Mr. Shukla's behind me are authorized by the state government. Come November, we will find out if food and politics are a good mix. With Vinod Kumar, Vishnu Varma, WMA SoC Student News, New Delhi.
Taken away from their homes under the pretext of providing education and a good life, thousands of children from poor families are trafficked each year and forced into child labour. Namita Sahadevan and Vishakha Saxena report on the rescue and rehabilitation of trafficked children in Delhi.
22-year Vashish Kumar was 5 years old when he was rescued from a dhaba near Patna by the NGO Bachpan Bachao Andolan. His poverty-stricken parents gave him to a broker with the promise Vashish would be educated. But he was forced into labor.
I was made to work from morning 8 o'clock until 10 in the night. When I complained to the guy about the same, he threatened me with dire consequences, after which I tried running away. I was caught and they burned my foot with a hot iron rod.
Bachpan Bachao Andolan says the majority of child trafficking cases are from Bihar. Many kids are rescued from factories. They are instructed to lie about their relationship with brokers. It takes many counseling sessions to unearth what actually happened.
We are spending time with these children in order to make them comfortable so that gradually they reveal the truth as to how and who brought them here.
The Indian government figures show that currently there are about 5 million children working in the country. But activists say it is a gross underestimate and the true figure is closer to 50 million. Bachpan Bachao Andolan has been actively combating child trafficking since 1982. The NGO has rescued more than 80,000 children so far.
According to the Crime Record Bureau, 60,000 children are trafficked each year, but the numbers may be more as a lot of cases go unreported. The figures are collected from police stations. The parents of deprived children avoid going to the police to lodge their complaints.
Trafficked children are not only deprived of their right to education, but also the chance of having a normal childhood. Their wounds may heal, but the scars will always remind them of their irreconcilable past. With Vishakha Saxena, Namita Sahadevan for WMA SoC Student News, New Delhi.
Citizens of a third gender have always had a rough ride. Now, after much struggle, they have been recognized by Indian law. But they continue to face discrimination by society. Andrila Bhaumik and Sucharita Sen report on the marginalization of eunuchs.
Growing up wasn't easy for 26-year-old Priya Kapoor. She was ridiculed by kids in school for being different. Tired of the taunts, she finally quit school in the 8th grade but decided to complete her studies through open school. Today, she has completed her graduation from Delhi University.
Since the beginning, we have been suppressed. If we go to school, we are told what you would do by studying. Your work is only to dance or beg. If a man or a woman can do a job, then why can't we do?
There are over 10,000 eunuchs in Delhi alone, out of which only few like Priya are educated. Once regarded for the strength and ability to provide protection to female royalty, today they are forced to beg and offer sex to earn a living. Kinnar Bharti is a community-based organization in North Delhi. They are working on projects to create awareness about HIV, legal rights and social entitlement. The organization was started by Sita, who felt that there wasn't much being done to help the community.
According to me, all the rights given to men and women should be given to the community.
India officially recognized the third gender in passport applications in 2005. Year 2009, the third gender made it to the electoral list and voter ID cards. Like Priya, who's interested in designing, Arzu and Titli are interested in beauty culture. They run a small beauty parlor within the premises of the organization. Priya hopes to continue with her studies in the future and wants to work towards the growth of a community.
I am proud of myself that I am like that. I am happy that I am not in a male and female category, but in the eunuch category.
She says that she looks forward to an India that brings the eunuch community out of isolation and makes them a part of the mainstream community. With Sucharita Sen and Ujjwala Bhome for WMA SoC Student News, New Delhi.
Delhiites are often forced to answer nature's call in public. Susma Pradhan and Anuj Devan report the lack of public toilets in the city and the filth of existing ones is a huge problem.
In preparation for the Commonwealth Games in 2010, the Delhi municipality awarded contracts to private builders to construct public bathrooms. Only 8 of the proposed 200 restrooms were built. Today, they are padlocked and have never been used. We asked a municipal official to explain what happened.
Defense colony does not come in our area. We are only concerned with the South Zone, Green Park area. There must be some specific reason why those toilets are not allowed to be used. Perhaps the permission was not granted.
Since there aren't enough toilets in the nation's capital, most people are left with no option but to urinate in public places.
People should also be aware of using toilets in India. Government has taken a step, however, it's not working. There should be a law where if people are found urinating outside, they should be fined.
In many places, free public toilets are tucked away or not advertised well. Many people complain they are not aware of the facilities. With a population of over 11 million people, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi has only about 2,000 public toilets. Many of these are either damaged or not maintained properly. Women suffer the most from the lack of proper sanitation.
Especially for women, the need of public toilet is much more because I do find urinaries for men around. I've seen them, a lot of them, but for women, there are very rare.
The government plans to build more public toilets, but many officials and health experts say the real problem is to educate people who believe it okay to urinate openly in city streets. With Anuj Devan, Susma Pradhan for WMA SoC Student News, New Delhi.
Their families have trained donkeys for centuries with pride, and today their tribe is recognized officially by the government as donkey people, which legitimizes the ridicule they face from society. Akansha Srivastava and Tanya Krishna report on the tribe's fight for a more respectable legal name.
Mohammad Nazar Sheikh Faruqi trains horses and donkeys in Old Delhi. Nazar is a part of the Gadheri tribe, which specializes in training pack animals. The community is a part of the government's other backward class category. The Gadheris are the only donkey and horse trainers left in Delhi, but their number are dwindling and they feel the community is under threat. Nazar does not want the clan to be called Gadheris, which literally means donkey people, and alleges the tribe faces problems from the government.
They took our land in the name of Commonwealth Games and promised to give us back after the games, but they refrained from it. Now we are tying our donkeys at rented places.
We tried to reach the Government of India's OBC department, but the office declined to comment. The issue is their name. The word Gadheri or donkey trainer opens the community to ridicule, and they want to be called Sheikh Faruqi, which is their actual caste name.
The Sheikh Faruqi tribe came to India from Turkestan during the reign of Shah Jahan to help build the Red Fort and other monuments. Unlike today, they belong to a respectable working class.
Azim ul Nisa belongs to the Sheikh Faruqi tribe.
We have no caste until now. People have ruined my family's life by calling us Gadhewala all the time. Butchers are now called as Qureshis, blacksmiths are now called Safi.
Animal training has been their occupation for over 100 years. The trainers also used to carry people on tongas until cars killed their business. Nazar is proud of his profession. He just wants people to respect his Sheikh Faruqi caste and occupation. With Tanya Krishna, Akansha Srivastava, WMA SoC Student News, Delhi.
Spring is here and I've put away all my warm clothes.
That's right. And now we'll be complaining about the heat. Let's get to our weather person Anuj Devan for the weather report. Hi Anuj.
Hello everyone, let's take a look at the weather. It's all changing and it's getting hotter by the day. Daytime in Delhi toasty with a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius. Hotter in Mumbai with a maximum temperature of 39 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius. Clear skies in Kolkata with a maximum temperature of 33 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 16 degrees Celsius. However, Chennai is likely to remain cloudy with a maximum temperature of 33 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius. That's all from the weather desk. Have a great day.
Thank you Anuj and thank you for watching our show.
Have a good day.